Hi, this is Brittany from Education 315, and this is my Read Aloud lesson. So this lesson is on 2nd grade, and the SOL is to make predictions off of reading or listening to a story. So before I read the story, what I would have the students do is I would have them do this worksheet, and it's on making predictions. So what they would do is put the book title, what their prediction is, draw a picture of their prediction, what they think will happen, and how they think the story will end. So this kind of plays to the elements of a story, the plot of the story, but that way they're able to engage in the story before even reading it. So I would have them look at the cover to make their predictions, possibly do a book tasting and maybe a circle format. But yeah, so they do the worksheet before I read. Okay, the book is The Rough Patch by Brian Lies. The Rough Patch by Brian Lies. Evan and his dog did everything together. They played games and enjoyed sweet treats. They shared music and adventure. They were together all through the day and all through the seasons. But what they loved the most was working on Evan's magnificent garden. There, everything they planted grew as big and as beautiful as the sky above. Have any of you had a best friend, or do you have one now? Yeah,
me.
Allison.
My best friend, her name is Brittany, and we play dolls together.
Oh my goodness, that sounds so much fun. Alright, but one day the unthinkable happened. Oh no. Evan laid his dog to rest in a corner of the garden, and nothing was the same. So how do you think that Evan is feeling now?
Well, my dog died, and I was really sad, so I think he's really sad.
Yeah, I think so too. He does look really sad. That must be really hard. Evan shut himself away inside. Without his best friend, the garden was a bitter and lonely place. One morning, he found himself with a hoe in his paws. Swinging angrily, he slashed the garden to the ground. What do you think it means to be angry? Can you show me your angry face? Good job. He hacked it all to bits and threw everything into a heap. But a good place won't stay empty for long. New plants sprouted and stretched towards the sky. Weeds, itchy ones, spiky and prickly ones, foul-smelling ones. These weeds suited Evan just fine, so he took care of them. If Evan's garden couldn't be a happy place, then it was going to be the most saddest and most desolate place he could make it. And soon it was. When Evan found a pumpkin vine sneaking in under the fence, he raised his hoe to chop it. But then he considered its prickly stems and fuzzy leaves and spidery, twisty tendrils. So what do you guys think is underneath the fence?
Maybe a plant is gonna grow.
Yeah, I think a plant is going to grow. I think it's going to make a pumpkin, actually. As the pumpkin vine grew, we were right. Evan cleared the weeds from its path and watered it. The vine responded to its care. Around the time the evening air began to cool, Evan felt an old, familiar sense of excitement. It was Fair Week. He loaded up the pumpkin and drove to town. What do you think Evan's gonna do with the pumpkin?
Maybe show all his friends.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a big pumpkin.
That is a big pumpkin. He took care of important fair business and gobbled down some delicious fair food. Looks yummy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He caught up with some friends too. It felt good to be out again, even if it wasn't quite the same. Oops, so Allison was right with his friends. Evan's pumpkin won 3rd place. Prizes $10 or one of... What do you guys think is in the box?
Maybe a cake.
Maybe the prize is $10 or one of the pups in the box, the judge said. I'll take the 10, said Evan. What would you guys take, the 10 or the puppy?
The puppy.
Me too. But as he claimed his prize, he heard a scrambling sound inside the box. And he thought it wouldn't hurt to just look. Look. Oh my goodness, so what does Evan have now?
He's a new friend.
He has a new friend. Oh my goodness, and how do you think he feels?
Probably so much happier.
Yeah, so much better, huh? Now that he has a new friend. Alright, so after I would read the book, I would have the students look at their predictions and see if they're correct. And then we would talk about how predictions can be wrong or they can be right. And I would also go over just their favorite parts of the book and how they related to the book. But yeah, that's how I would conclude the lesson. Thanks for listening.